Coach, just a gritty win by your girls today.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of them. You know, when we set this schedule up originally, the plan was not to play 5 games in 10 days. You know, nobody really ever wants to do that. But some things fell where we had to. You know, the Michigan State game, we owed them a game, and that was the only time they could play us. So we had to squeeze it in. With the Summit League tournament, the volleyball tournament here, it took away a couple dates from us, so we had to play it on a Sunday. It's the only time Butler could play. We had to get it in this week. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And to come from the beginning of the year when we went down to Cincinnati and didn't play real well, and then Youngstown, you know, we struggled in the first half and then started getting better in the second half, to then almost beating Michigan State, I think that was key for us. You know, we started getting a little confidence there. Then you beat a good Grace team, and then we pretty much put it all together today. I mean, we turned the basketball over, but what we've been trying to figure out as a basketball team is we knew we were going to make shots. I mean, we got shooters. We knew we were going to make shots. It was about defending and just playing hard for 40 minutes. And I can't tell you how proud I am of how hard they played today.
Can you recall a shooting performance like today, especially behind the arc there?
No, I'm a little disappointed because she missed one. She had a good look there. No, I mean, Ann, you know, we've got the best shooter in the state. I'm convinced of that. I don't care who it is. I mean, nobody shoots with Ann. And, you know, she's been fighting it a little bit. And some of it, a lot of it, is because the one on my right has been out. You know, when you take Steph out of the lineup, then all of a sudden the defenses can really focus on Ann and focus on her shooters, and she doesn't get good looks. Then all of a sudden you put Steph back in, and now they got to pay attention to her, and it leaves Ann open. And once she gets going, I mean, she felt it. And when Butler made their run, you know, she hit a couple really, really big threes for us.
Talk about the defense towards the end of the game. It seemed like the other team had limited scoring opportunities.
Yeah, we've it's hard for me to say this, but right now we're better in zone than man-to-man. I'm a big man-to-man guy, but we've got some players who are pretty good in it. And we've got some long guards, some 5'10 guards that can cause some problems out on the perimeter. With Steph in, she causes the problems at 6'2 and long arms down low. And we seem to cover and get out and cover threes better in the zone. Our half-court trap was really good today. It took them out of rhythm. They had a tough time running any sets, and then they forced some shots. So, you know, we've come a long way from giving up 91 points about 6 days ago to Youngstown State.
Safe to say that this is the team that you had envisioned at the beginning of the year?
We're getting there. We still have work to do. You know, Steph is still trying to get back to her full strength, and it'll be there soon. And then our young kids are getting experience. The bad thing about playing 5 games in 10 days is it's hard to do that. The good thing is now our freshmen and sophomores have 5 games of experience right now, just like that. Now we'll have a week to recover, get this one healthy, get a couple other people healthy, and then we'll get ready here. We got one more big game on Saturday against Hampton, and then we'll have 2 conference games that we should be full strength and ready for.
Seems like you guys were able to answer any run they made there. I talked a little bit about that.
Well, I was proud of that because that's what we did last year. You know, when teams started making runs on us, we always answered last year. And we did it tonight. So now what I'm hoping for is they figured it out. You know, we were composed down the stretch. We answered their run. And now we just got to understand that, you know, when teams make a run, it's because teams are going to do it. Butler's a really good basketball team. We just got to make sure we answer. And, you know, the two that are probably going to answer most of the time for us are the ones sitting on my left and my right now.
Well, Ann, you ever had a shooting performance like that before?
I have in high school, but it's been a while since I have. And I just felt like the first few games I wasn't shooting like I know I can. And so tonight it just fell together. So that was big. And we played pretty well, finally put it together like Coach Paul said. And looking forward to here on out.
Did the basket look as big as a garbage can?
Yeah, it looked pretty big.
You seemed to be one of them that was hitting those big shots whenever they were making a run. What were you seeing?
Well, they were zoning us as well. So they'd come down, hit a big 3, and they felt like the momentum was going to them. But then down at the other end, whenever you play a zone, it's hard to take all the shooters out from the outside. And sometimes they didn't see me out there, so if I got the ball and I thought I was open, I would just shoot it.
Seems like you guys never really got tight. You just felt confident.
And that was a big focus today. Just going confident. We came off a big win versus Grace. It wasn't the prettiest win, but we got our first win, and so felt good about that. And then we played pretty well versus Michigan State and could have had one there. So our confidence was definitely building up to this game, and we knew that this is a huge game for us because it's Butler. It's an Indiana school, and we really want to just set the tone for the whole state of Indiana that we're not just a school that's here to just play. We're actually out there each time to win, especially versus big Indiana schools like Butler.
Steph, how are you feeling coming back?
I'm just glad to be back, actually. Like, it feels good. Nobody ever wants to sit on the bench the whole time just cheering. So it feels pretty good to be back. I'm still getting in my rhythm, still trying to get used to things again, but I feel good.
How do you feel about your performance today?
I feel like I made a lot of mistakes, honestly. I don't feel like I played my best game, but then again, you know, I know my rhythm is off and a lot of things are off for me, but I know I contributed to the win because just having me down there, people are going to double, people are going to try to trap me, so that leaves that one open. So she knocked the big shots down, and I feel like I was one of the reasons that she was able to get open.
You have a case of minor whiplash watching all those balls go in?
No, I'm used to it in practice.
What's that like for you, just knowing that when you get shut down, you've got other people that can easily step up?
It takes a lot of the pressure off and a lot of, like, the anxiety, I guess, because being on a team where, like, you're the only one that can score, it's like, dang, you know, I have to do this, I have to do that. But having other people that can contribute to that, it makes it way easier, and you don't have to worry about if you're not scoring because you know somebody else is going to pick up the slack.